Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Rebuttal. I am your host, Robby A. Shaw, and today I got a very special guest, my boy Carlton, a.k.a. CP, all the way
What up?
Originally from Tennessee. Now he resides in Atlanta. CP, pleasure to have you. Great catching up. How are you doing today, man?
Man. It's been quite some time, man, but I appreciate the invite, getting me on, man. Been wanting to do something like this for quite some time. You know, I told you earlier I was gonna come here my whole Shannon Sharp, not ready to go. But no, man, I'm excited about this, man. I'm excited about the game on Sunday.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna give you a chance to just recap your game from last week, and then I'm gonna go into our game from last week.
Whew, man, that game last week. Well, first of all, I'm a personal fan favorite of Red Zone. I have been a fan since it started. I can't tell you the last time I watched a single game outside of Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football. I love Red Zone. So I caught bits and pieces of it because I was just flipping back and forth. We had a great first half, hitting on all cylinders, running the ball, passing. And we have a very bad habit of that third quarter low that just don't go nowhere until mid fourth quarter. So and that's exactly what happened. We got up on, they made a late touchdown in the second quarter, and then came back at a halftime, boom. It's like Watson was passing to everybody. He had the water boy open. He had the assistant coach open. I was like, yo, can we get back to the first half where we was like lighting these boys up? But no, a win is a win. We came back. We made plays when it needed to happen. I'm going to be the first one. I've been a Titans fan since they moved to Tennessee. I was not sold on Derrick Henry when we first got him.
Whoa.
I was not sold. And the reason being, I felt like he wasn't running with a purpose. I felt like he ran just to, hey, this is the hole I need to hit. Yep. Okay, let's go. If somebody try to tackle me, I'm going down. It wasn't – I feel like he wasn't running with a purpose. Yeah. But then, Eddie George started mentoring him and really getting him to form. He has been a whole different running back. Wow. So I'm sold on Derrick Henry. But out of all that, man, to me, losing Taylor Lewan, that hurts us a lot. Just like you guys are losing Bush for the season, just like we lost Lewan for the season.
So wait, just so everyone knows, Tennessee did win, and now Tennessee is still undefeated.
Dub is a dub, baby. Dub is a dub.
And so this week we played the Browns, and there really wasn't much to say about that game. We ended up winning 38-7. We were up 3-0. Baker Mayfield throws that pick. We return it for a touchdown. It's 10-0, and it looked like the wheels came off right then. Like that was the end of the game.
It was the most Pittsburgh Mayfield game you can have.
Yes, it was.
I had to really put it down. Yeah. It was honestly. I did watch the rebuttal from last week. You and your boy Shamel, and you two couldn't have been more wrong.
No,
I had that game.
Look, I said, if you look at what I said, right? I thought it was going to be closer. You were completely wrong about that.
Completely wrong.
But Shamel did say,
I am not a believer in Blaker.
Yeah.
Like Mayfield.
Even Shamel said it too. Shamel was like, hey, if y'all win this game, it's going to be because of Baker. And I'm like, I'm not going to say it was because of him. But he did throw 2 picks and one touchdown, I think. But the first pick, I think,
it was the timing.
Yes,
it was the timing. You already know with a defense like that, you cannot give y'all nothing.
No, nothing.
And especially not an easy walk-in pick 6 like that.
I've been watching stuff all week, and they said it was he's a first read. He's a one-read quarterback, and his first read was that Mika was playing high. And he wasn't going to come down.
Minute,
he came down.
It came down.
And it was like, oh, he wasn't there when I threw it. He was standing there.
But the thing is, that's what he's good at doing. If you follow the Steelers or even follow him since Alabama, he has a tendency to do that. Yeah. He will play back like he's about to drop back in deep safety. And the last second when he knows your count, he's going to roll right down on you, right behind that linebacker, and bang. Most
Yep.
of the time, he's making plays off of that.
And it was crazy because that's actually I've been watching stuff all week long, and they were saying that some of it was scheme because, and some of it, if you watched it, like I actually watched this whole game. It was the first time all season, other than the Giants game, that I was able to watch it. I was so excited. I remember texting Shamel.
Out of
I texted
all the
my
games,
father.
you're gonna watch the Giants game.
It was the only one on Monday night.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I would have watched all the other ones, but I couldn't find them. And I don't have Red Zone. They keep trying to get me to pay for that. I don't have it. But
when we get off of this, I'm gonna help you out with that.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna help you out with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've been watching stuff all week, and it said like the Steelers. You mentioned the snap count. It looked like the Steelers knew the snap count every single. And they said all Baker had to do at some points was just to do a hard count or change it up. Just change it up a little bit to get him to slow down. But he didn't. There were so many plays where TJ was jumping.
TJ was halfway in the backfield before he even handed off to Kareem Hunt. I'm like, bro, Kareem Hunt ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere. Like, there's nowhere to go. And it was crazy because, like, even with the game, Ben didn't have that many yards. I think Ben threw for under 200 yards. He had one touchdown pass.
It was like 184 to
and one touchdown and no picks. All we needed last year, if we were going to make the playoffs last year, was a quarterback who didn't make mistakes. Ben is not making mistakes. I think he's up to 14 touchdowns and one pick all season, which was in the first or second game. And if you got to, I know. I said it before. I really feel like because he was out last year, he saw things that's from a different perspective, and he has a different perspective this year. He is playing.
Being a previous athlete myself, I still got a little stuff in the knees. But I did have a recent, as y'all told, knee surgery. This was before I came down here.
Okay.
Man, there's nothing that would change you quicker than an injury at a certain age.
Right.
And a major one.
Right.
So I promise you, he's thinking about that that elbow.
Right.
Often.
Yes.
Because if you have not noticed, he's been getting that ball out very quick.
And I love it. They said
like one, two, three.
Yep, they said against the Eagles, it was 2.64 seconds and the ball was out. He got sacked once in the first half and never got sacked again.
Man, Ben takes more than that just on the drop back.
I know, but that's the thing. This year, he is not taking those hits. They said he took a lot of hits that first game against the Giants, and I remember
can't take it no more. Ben going on 45. We ain't trying to take them hits no more, man.
But yeah, so now, the Steelers ended up winning 38-7. I'm super happy that defense with 4 more sacks. I always love to mention that. Still lead the league in sacks, even though we played one less game than most of the other teams in the NFL. And I'm never going to stop saying that because as long as we keep doing that, we're going to keep winning these games. So that brings us to this week. We're going to Tennessee to play what I think will be the game of the week. Only the 8th time in NFL history that 2 5-0 teams are meeting in the season.
Well, it's only been 5 previous times before this.
It's 8. I'm telling you, it's 8.
It's 8. Well, if it's 8, then every single time the winner has gone to play in the Super Bowl.
What? No.
That's an official stat, my brother. If you want to go look it up, I was looking it up today.
I'm taking that.
No. You run with it. You and the Steelers, y'all run with that idea. Run with it. I'm gonna hand it off to Derrick Henry. He gonna run the rest. Like, wow.
No, my goodness, that's a great stat, though. Man, that's a good stat.
It is. And it's a lot of good stats about this game.
I know, and then you saw the other one, I'm sure, the Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill.
The first time in NFL history that you had a 200-plus yard rusher and a plus 350 passer in the same game at the same. If you would have said that to me last year at the beginning of the season, I'd be like, could possibly maybe against like Jaguars or something. But yeah.
All right, so I said it before. I think this is the game of the week. I really do think.
I think so too. I believe everybody's going to have their eye on this one, and you have no other reason to.
Right, and there's no reason why the winner of this game can't go to the Super Bowl because this is 2 heavy hitters, and I think there are only 3 teams left that are undefeated in the NFL. It's the Steelers, the Titans, and the Seahawks. That's it. So this is
the Packers lost. Yeah.
Yeah. This is when it starts getting real.
Man, but these are the stats that actually bother me about this matchup, though.
Okay, let's
we
get
both
into it.
we both have good wins.
Yes.
We beat the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
You guys beat the Browns.
Yep.
But the problem is, both of us have only played a team that's been over 500 this whole season.
Yep.
I think the combined record for both of us and the teams that we played is like 9-18 or 9-19.
Absolutely.
That's not. I don't think that's much. Even though we're undefeated, both teams.
Yep.
I still gonna say it's gonna be a slugfest, but I'm waiting for like week 10 to really see where we both are as teams. Don't get me wrong. I'm a win is a win in the NFL.
Exactly.
I'm not taking away from nobody.
Right.
I'll take 5-0 over 0-5 any day. Any day.
And it's crazy because I'm thinking the same thing. I said it last week that the Browns were every week is a test in the NFL. Like, we know that.
Exactly.
But the Browns last week were our first real test. And we passed that test with flying colors. But besides y'all, we got 3 games in a row. We had the Browns last week. We got y'all this week. And then we got the Ravens next week. Yo, this is going to tell us exactly who we are.
I'm going to love every bit of it. I swear I'm going to love every second of it.
This game is going to tell us exactly who we are. So, talking about this game, what do you think, in your opinion, the Titans need to do in order to win this game?
Man, actually, I broke it down to 3 things I think we need to do to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
First thing, because I know the guys' stats. I know you guys right now are leading the league with only averaging 66 yards rushing for the defense. I already know that.
3.3 yards a carry is what we give up.
But we got this kid named Derrick Henry on our back.
Yeah, you do.
And I would say, man, don't go away from running the football.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you guys got. Bush being hurt
is a big
thing. That's big. But like you said, Lawan being out for us is big as well. So the matchup of how both of us are going to adjust to that is going to make the world of difference on this game.
Absolutely.
I just don't want us to get, oh my God, the Steelers, and don't run the football.
Like the Browns did.
Exactly. You know, Kareem Hunt don't get a yard on the run. Okay, let's start throwing it. Can't do it. But,
that's exactly what
that's the first key, man. Don't get away from running the football.
All right.
Second thing, that the Browns couldn't do, even with Myles Garrett, we're going to have to get pressure on Big Ben with our front 4. There's no way that we're going to be – I'm not saying we can't blitz, but with the emergence of Claypool –
love that boy.
Washington had a good game.
Love that boy, too. And then we got Juju.
And Juju, I swear, y'all have to have the smallest wide receiver core in NFL history outside of Claypool. Yeah. He just came on. But to have Washington, to have, what's the other cat that's still
DeAndre Johnson?
DeAndre Johnson, and you got Juju. Yeah. I'm sure all of them are no more than 5'5". I'm sure of it. But they fast as hell.
Oh, my God. And they ball, man.
So we have to get pressure. If we can get pressure on Big Ben with our front 4, that leaves us to roll our safety over to Juju. Maybe, put a linebacker on Claypool coming out, check him a little bit. But if we can't get pressure on him, we're going to have to send a linebacker. We cannot let Big Ben sit back there. I don't care how old he is. Get Big Ben on the run, make him scramble a little bit. He has been known not to make some of the better decisions on the run in previous years. So I want to bank on that. That's still there. I'm going to bank on that. Third thing, like I said with the Houston game, we have to get on to a good start. Being at home, even though I don't think it's much of a
advantage. Y'all still got people in the crowd, though. You got
no. Yeah. But you guys on the team, even though this is really your first true home test of the season, you guys have been at home all season.
Now, how many we played?
Y'all played that one game. Y'all get out of here.
We would have played y'all earlier if y'all didn't get the Rona.
I know, right? We can go up 24-0 I'm not comfortable at all.
Right.
I'll tell you that right now. I'm not, and the other way around too.
Yeah,
you guys
exactly.
I don't expect anything to be comfortable.
No, and it's crazy because for those 3 things that you mentioned, I'm definitely on the opposite side of it, feeling almost the same thing. Like the first thing you said was y'all got to run the ball. We have to stop the run.
Stop it.
That's all we have to do. I don't care how we do it. If we're sending 5. I have said before, even on this show, I've said a few times, I don't completely trust my safeties. I don't completely trust my corners. As much as I love Mika, because they get beat in the one-on-ones.
I trust them very much. I trust them all the way, all the way.
And it's like, so you know that if we don't get pressure with our front seven, which we can do with our front four, but if we don't get pressure with our front seven, we're going to be in trouble in those one-on-one matchups deep, which is where we get burned, and why the dude from Philadelphia, who I don't Fulcom, had 10 catches for 152 yards on us. That should have never happened. If we could stop the run, then I'm not worried about the play action. And the thing is, when you look at our front four, what we do to disrupt so many teams is why the Browns couldn't get going, is we don't have to bring our linebackers if we don't want to. But it's hard enough to stop Hayward one-on-one, Alua one-on-one.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I'm not worried about Dupree. Right. I'm not worried about JJ or TJ or whoever subway brother is on y'all team.
No, you got to stop off.
I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about Hayward. Yeah, Hayward in the middle is who I'm worried about, because you got JJ on one side, you got Dupree on the other side. They're outside.
Yeah,
we run a lot of zone plays. Yeah, so you rushing outside is only going to hurt you, because we're going to use our tight ends. We're going to pull, and we're going to move Dupree and Jay out the way. That what they said about Bush being out is going to hurt, because that's exactly what we like doing. We like getting to that second level, getting to that first outside linebacker.
But that's
love doing that.
That's the thing that I like though too, is if it's a matter of my front three versus any offensive line. And granted, your offensive line is giving up the least amount of sacks in the season.
Exactly.
So I'm worried less about Tannehill beating us than Henry beating us, because there's two things that happen when y'all can run the ball. One, you take time off the clock, and two, you wear our defensive line out. So I want Hayward, I want that line to stand your lineman up. That's all I want him to do. And then let our linebackers wait, because Henry's coming through one of those gaps. And what we're probably gonna do is, when you see that gap open, we shooting them. That's what you're gonna see from our middle linebackers. I wouldn't be surprised if TJ and Bud don't even have that many sacks this game or get that many pressures, because they're probably gonna be playing coverage.
You are absolutely correct. That's why I said this is going to be. I'm not going to say this is going to be the game of the season.
It's a game,
but this is definitely going to be the game of this first half of the season, just because, to me, we are so. I want to say that we are alike. We are alike, but on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, and that's why
we are so similar.
And that's why I feel kind of good, because your second point was that. What was your second point? That we got to keep Ben
get pressure on Big Ben with our front four.
I saw something last week. Connor has 100 yards in his three of his last 4 games, and that's what I want.
I paid great attention to that.
And I'm like, the way we ran the football last week, after Ben hit that touchdown pass and we was up 17-0. Ben didn't really have to do anything again. They had another drive later on where we ran the ball 8 straight times and scored. That's the kind of game I want. I would say the third thing is we got to trust our defense. Like, I don't have a problem, because I don't trust the simple fact that Deshaun Watson and his team put up 36 points on y'all when in your house. I'm gonna go ahead and say that, when they only put up 21 in our house against us.
Man,
I don't know.
Just like you said last week, man. In your rebuttal, I watched it. I
don't know,
man.
No, I wasn't
no
happy.
Matter. It can feel like an NFC East game. We all can be 0-20.
Oh, yeah, that's like y'all. They in your division. I forget about that. They were in your division.
0-20. I promise you, every time we play Houston at home, every time, it does not fail. Every time we play Houston at home, it's always a problem.
Now we went through all of the peripheral.
We went through all of it. Let's get to it. Yeah.
Let's get to it. So, I need your final score prediction right now, sir.
Oh man, you're gonna put me on the spot like that, man.
Hey, I do it every week.
Oh man, as a fan, man, I gotta roll with us. Right now, last time I was Vegas had you guys as a 2-point favorite. He's going back and forth between a point favorite, a point and a half favorite. 1 minute is us a favorite, next minute you guys are a favorite. So that's just telling me even Vegas know this can be a coin toss.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with that being said, brother, I can't go with y'all. I can't go with y'all not one bit. So I'm going with the Titans 28-24.
Woo!
I feel like the back end is going to come to a bunch of field goals.
Oh, wow. I actually like that.
I got us 28-24, pretty much us scoring because we had the ball last. I got you
Man.
guys going up 24-21.
Yep.
And us ending the game 28-24.
Woo! So you know what? I actually like that score. Like, that's kind of where I was leaning to. I'm thinking 28-24 the other way. I'm honestly thinking the other way. I think that feels right. It just feels right. I don't see either one of these teams putting up 30 points. Or if someone puts up 30 points and they blew out the other side, which I just can't see that.
I can see that. But yeah, man, I'm confident, just like you are in your team. But like I said, I know we're gonna have to worry with you guys just the opposite way. I'm just excited for it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have my pizza, I'm gonna have my wine.
It's gonna be a fight
for it, man.
It's definitely gonna be a fight. Like somebody said, this game is gonna be the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. And Derrick Henry's and your offense is the unstoppable force, and our defense is the immovable object. I have no problem with taking my defense against anybody's offense. The way they played, and it's not just this year. The way they played last year with no quarterback. Like that defense. I definitely give you that. I had them as my fantasy team on defense. They led the league in sacks and turnovers. Like they led the league, and I'm like, they're playing on that same level.
Man, y'all have some motors on your front seven.
Man.
But like you said before, what we're trying to get to is those back four.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a party either way.
Yeah, it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a slugfest. I'm here and I'm waiting for it. I wish it could be tonight.
Well, bro, appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate you. It's been a pleasure, man. I definitely do this again, man.
Absolutely, you will be on. You on my list, man.
Just let me know what time and a date.
Got you, man. Thank you, sir. Well, that is all for this week, everyone. I want to thank Carlton again for joining me to discuss the Titans, and also want to thank all of you, the viewers, who tune in every week to watch me do this show. It is absolutely appreciated. And I hope you all tune in again next week when we talk about the Steelers and the Ravens in our first big divisional matchup against them this season. As we all know, the Ravens are always a tough team to play, and this will actually be our third tough team in 3 weeks. But I honestly believe the Steelers will also still be undefeated at the end of all these games. Have a great week, everyone, and I will see you next week right here on The Rebuttal.